If it's not Tom Brady under center here in Foxborough, who is it going to be in 2020? I'm Sierra Goodwill here with Evan Lazar. I know that's not what Patriots fans really want to be talking about. Tom Brady has become...
We got to face the mortality. It's coming.
Bill Belichick said himself Tom Brady has become such an iconic figure in this organization, but we do have to kind of weigh the options, talk about the possibilities. And the number one guy we have to talk about is Jarrett Stidham, because he is currently the backup quarterback on this roster. And there was a decent amount of praise for Stidham all season long.
Yeah, and Bill Belichick opened this door a few weeks ago, about a month ago, when he said that Jarrett Stidham's been taking a lot of first-team reps because the Tom Brady's elbow injury has kept him out of practice. So Belichick opened the door for all of us reporters to then go in the locker room and start asking around about how has Stidham looked in those first team reps. And I spoke to a few players during the season that just said, listen, we're not going to sit here and compare him to Tom Brady and say he's X as good as Brady or, not as good as Brady, but his mental capacity for the game is growing, right? Players talking about how they are game planning for the opponent and they're going through their different disguise coverages and they're trying to throw different looks at him and confuse him, and Stidham held it his own pretty well and was able to get through a lot of those and make the right decisions and get the ball out on time and do all of those types of things. And also other, players were saying how he was making some really spectacular throws. Not every single throw was great, but the throws that he was making down the field, he was making some throws that were tough, competitive NFL-type throws. So I think that there's a lot of praise for Stidham. I think a lot of it is probably warranted for what he did on the practice field this season, but obviously there's still going to be a pretty significant drop-off from him to Tom Brady. But at the same time, I think the Patriots do feel as an organization like they have something here with Stidham. Now, is it going to be next year or a couple years down the road? We'll see, I guess. But I think that they do think that they have a developmental piece similar to where Jimmy Garoppolo was in 2014. It's kind of where Jarrett Stidham is right now.
And we don't have, obviously, the largest sample size of Jarrett Stidham in real NFL games. He played one stint early on in the season where everyone talks about the interception he threw, a pick six. So obviously not a large sample size, but it was kind of all good things praised throughout the season. But if obviously you don't know what you're exactly working with, so if Stidham isn't the answer, should the Patriots be looking again to draft another quarterback?
Well, I think that drafting another quarterback is always a great option. Even if the Patriots don't draft a quarterback, let's say at 23 in the first round, or even with their couple third-round picks, drafting another quarterback at some point is probably on the table, because you want to get as many bites of that apple as possible and bring in as much competition at the most important part of your roster. So I definitely think that they will draft another quarterback at some point. A couple of names that I would just look for that are already NFL quarterbacks. I know Patriots fans are not going to want to hear these names, right? They're not going to like what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. Marcus Mariota is a free agent out of Tennessee, former second overall pick in the NFL draft, a guy that the Patriots probably wouldn't be able to get their hands on under normal circumstances. He's obviously fallen out of favor in Tennessee. Ryan Tannehill, who just beat the Patriots, replaced him as the starting quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if the Patriots try to make a little bit of a run at that type of quarterback, a guy that was a high draft pick, that has had success in this league, but has just kind of flamed out for whatever reason, and try to kind of rebuild that guy or build him back up. A guy like a Marcus Mariota, Jameis Winston, those types of players, I wouldn't be all that shocked. Also, the Oakland Raiders and Derek Carr, I don't think that that's a marriage made in heaven. Derek Carr could be another guy that might be on the move here. I think the guys like the Andy Daltons and those people of the world are out. I don't think that that's a possibility, but don't sleep on a guy with high upside like a Marcus Mariota or a Jameis.
This Patriots Press Pass is brought to you by betonline.ag. Head to their website, enter promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. For all the rest of our off-season coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel at CLNS Media.